Hello everyone. Today I'll be taking an example of construction of DFA. I'll be taking one question here. Well, it's a very simple question, and the question is that draw a DFA for the language accepting strings ending with 0, 1 over the input alphabet 0 and 1. Okay, the input alphabet which you signify with like sigma, it's 0 and 1. Okay. Alright, so the very first thing, you know it, like I have already told in the previous video, that the very first step of construction of DFA is to first of all find out the regular expression of the language. The language which is given to us is that the string should, those strings should be accepted by the DFA which ends with 0, 1. Okay, so that means we know it कि जब भी ऐसी कंडीशन हो कि हमें कोई मैंडेटरी कंडीशन दी हुई है, जैसे कि 0, 1 से एंड होना है, यानी कि इसमें कोई चेंज नहीं होना है, तो जिस चीज़ में चेंज नहीं होना है वो चीज़ हम डॉट प्रोडक्ट के तरीके से हम अपनी लैंग्वेज में रखते हैं. ओके, एंड जिस चीज़ के लिए कंडीशन नहीं दी हुई है, लाइक दिस 0, 1 कैन बी preceded by any combination of 0 and 1, so this can be represented by 0 plus 1 का star. That means कि the string can contain any combination of 0, 1, or it might happen that the string has no combination of 0, 1 except this 0, 1 which is like mandatory condition. Okay, all right, so the very basic string, if we go with the very basic string of this question, so that is 0, 1. So for that, the length of the substring is 2, and the minimum number of states required for the DFA is 2 plus 1. That is the formula. That is like the formula is n plus 1. Alright, so n was 2, and you'll just add up 1 and 3. That means you require 3 states to solve the very basic step of the this entire DFA. Alright, so we'll just proceed further. What is the next step of this? Like what we have done, if we recall it, what we have done is we'll just first of all we'll write a regular expression for the question which we have already written, that is 0 plus 1 clean star, this is clean star, this star, and it should be ended by 0, 1. So we have written 0, 1 in the concatenation string. Okay, now further you have already also calculated that how many number of states is to be required, which has been calculated by this formula, that is n plus 1, and n is the length of the substring. Alright, which you have written here. Substring was 0, 1. Alright, now the next step would be, now we are proceeding towards, we are getting forward towards how to construct the DFA. So the next step would be, you will just write it down few of the possibilities of this string, that whichever is possible. So we are very much aware this, the question says that it should end with 0, 1. Nothing else has been told, that is it can be preceded by any number of any combination of 0, 1. So the very first string we have written is 0, 1. Okay, it can happen that it is not preceded by any number of 0, 1. So we have written, okay, the very basic string or the very first string could be 0, 1 itself. Now the next thing could be, it might happen that it's 0, 0, 1. Okay, that means this 0, 1 can be preceded by a single 0. It might happen that this 0, 1 is preceded by a combination of 0, 1. It might happen that it can be 1, 0 and 1, that is this 0, 1 is preceded by a single 1, right? Anything can happen. Alright, so what we do in this step, in step 2, what we do is we just write down the possibilities of string possible, like few possibilities, so that we can construct a DFA, so that it might not end up in like a wrong machine construction. Alright, so we have written, okay, any of the, like it denotes that it will accept the string which is not preceded by any combination of 0, 1. This is preceded by 0 or 1 like this, and this is preceded by any combination of 0 and 1. Okay, so this step, this string covers all of the thing. Alright, so now how we will construct the DFA? It's very simple. What we'll do is we'll start constructing this string. Okay, the very basic thing, whatever string we have written, we'll consider that and we'll construct a DFA. So very first string was 0, 1. So what we'll do is we'll construct this much area of the, like this. First of all, no self loops or nothing, we'll just construct this much. All right, so how we'll do, we'll just make this like state, just forget about this thing, forget about this thing, nothing, nothing like this. All right, nothing. So the very basic string was 0 1. So if we'll construct, we'll write q0, which is the initial state. We'll give 0, it will end up, it will switch to, sorry, it will transit to q1, and then we'll give 1, it will transit to q2, which is the final state. Okay, the first string is accepted. Now we come to second string. Now if it is preceded by a single 0, so what can you write over here to like fulfill this condition? If it is preceded by single 0, you would have like you can write it here, you can give a self loop here, but it's already, we have a condition that it is starting with 0, so we can write a self loop of 0 here. And if we are considering this 0 like 0 for this string, this is a string, we know it should end with 0 1. All right, so what we have done is, first of all, if the basic string is 0 1, so it will be like this, like 0 1, and it will reach the final state. And if it is 0 0 1, we have given a self loop here for 0 1, or we can also do it like 0 0 and 1. Okay, now if we switch to another string, that is 0 1 0 1, yani any combination of 0 1, it can be 1 0 1 0 0 1, it can be anything like this. Okay, so what we'll do is, we'll simply put a self loop whenever no constraint is given about something, हम उसका self loop ले लेते हैं, यानी कि इस पोर्शन के लिए कोई भी कंडीशन हमें नहीं दी हुई है तो हम उसके लिए सेल्फ लूप ले लेंगे. हमने यहाँ पे 1 का सेल्फ लूप ले लिया, एक 0 का यहाँ पे सेल्फ लूप ले लिया. अब इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर आपकी ये स्ट्रिंग हुई कि 11101 हुआ तो भी वो इससे एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, और अगर 00010 हुआ तो भी 00001 हुआ तो भी एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा. तो हमने एक कंडीशन दी कि सपोज एक बहुत बड़ा कोई कॉम्बिनेशन है, वो है, अगर आ गया यहाँ तक, वो सेटिस्फाई हो गया है, तो भी वो कभी भी ऐसा ना हो कि वो गलत स्ट्रिंग में एंड अप हो जाए. तो हमने यहाँ पे एक 0 दे दिया है कि इट विल ऑलवेज एंड अप इन 0 1. फर्स्ट 0 1 वाज दिस एंड सेकंड 0 1 इज दिस. So 0 1 0 1 0 1. Whenever it will like execute the thing, it will just execute like this. Okay, and this is 1 1, like it might happen there's a string 0 1 1, let's say 1 0 0 1. So how it will execute, you'll give q0, तो ये 0 होगा तो q0 q1 पे जाएगा, then 1 मिला q2 पे गया, फिर 1 मिला ये वापस q0 पे आ गया, फिर एक और 1 मिला तो सेल्फ लूप है q0 पे ही रहा, फिर 0 मिला तो q1 पे आ गया, फिर 0 मिला तो q1 पे रहा बिकॉज ऑफ द सेल्फ लूप, एंड देन 1 है तो you'll get to the q2. So string is correct and you have ended on the final state. So this is the entire construction of the DFA. If you have any questions, you can post it on the comment section. I'll answer all the questions related to DFA. Alright, thank you.